Hi Sagittarius, welcome to Spiritualista. This is your weekly energy forecast from the 13th until the 19th of October. And this is a general reading, so it may or may not resonate with everybody. But however, if you would like a personalized deep dive reading, the link to my Etsy shop is below. And now, without further ado, let's see what the universe has in store for you guys this week. So pre-shuffle Sagittarius, please. All right, please tap me into Sagittarius energy from the 13th until the 19th of October. Let's see here, Sagittarius. What's gonna come out for you this week? All right, we got a bunch of cards there. I'm gonna take them from the top down. Okay, so we have Temperance there as your present moment card. So that's good. That's you staying balanced, right? And then ironically, we do have the Devil there as your crossing that fell out. So you are being balanced, but I do feel that you're having a little bit of a struggle with that. Like you do experience sometimes that it is, it's a little bit slipping out of your control, whatever it is that you're doing. Let's see here. Okay, so we have your conscious mind, so your crowning energy here with the Seven of Wands. That's your resisting as well. And then we do have your foundation or your subconscious mind here represented by, so Ace of Cups, beautiful. And then we have your recent past with the Lovers. Interesting energy. I mean, we all know what this means, right? But in this context here of the Devil, I'm already picking up on something. It could be that you are in an energy that is like very much unbalanced right now with this person, and either you or that person are, I'm just gonna say it, like a little bit toxic right now towards each other. And it could be a situationship that you're kind of going back into and you're trying to stay off that, you're trying to break up with that and just leave that situation, but you kind of feel the pull, you're still very much attracted to this person. Could be that. But we're going to get into that. I'm going to get the full picture when I see all the cards. So let's see. But that's interesting as there is some past there with the Devil. Okay, and then we have the Two of Pentacles here in your near future. So that's you trying to juggle your responsibilities there. Okay. All right, so suggested approach or your advice from the universe is the Ten of Swords. Second time I've seen the Ten of Swords come out today with the fire signs. We had it in Aries as well. So, I mean, you are fire signs. That's... it's a dramatic card. All right, and then we have your, I'm always going to say hopes and fears, man. I always mix them up. So no, your surrounding energies, so the energies around you, literally what it means, is here the Six of Pentacles. So everything here is about balance. Like, wow, okay. Interesting. All right, and then we have your hopes and fears. So that is the Knight of Pentacles. Very good. Taking things slow. Building your progress, but doing so slowly and strategically. And then we have your potential future here with the King of Cups. So that's you managing to ride through the storm here and get your emotions a little bit more in check here. So good. All right, and then we have the bottom of the deck energy, which is speed. All right, so we have the Eight of Wands there. Very, very, very stark contrast to the Knight of Pentacles. Very interesting combo. Okay. All right, so let's get into it. So you're standing in your own energy here with Temperance. So that's literally your own card in the tarot. So it's all about balance, all about finding like that sweet spot, that middle ground thing. So yeah, tells me first of all, it's your card. You're aligned. That's good. That's very good to see you're present, even with the Devil crossing. And yeah, it feels like you're mixing different parts of your life right now, like work with resting, right? Work hard, play hard, that sort of energy. Maybe also it could be about connections and like partnerships and how you're going to balance that with your independence so that you can still feel your freedom. Could be that you're spiritual and you're in the space right now where you're sort of 50-50, like integrating that spirituality with the material world here. And yeah, you're just like creating harmony in that state of just blending things instead of being in extremes here. So it's a beautiful place to be in, very aligned and very diplomatic, And then you have your challenge, so the Devil card. So, I mean, it is always a challenging card, so it's not surprising to see it in this position, like I said in the intro, right? It's, yeah, tension here is patterns that they're keeping you stuck, right? And you have habits and attachments here that are feeling very binding to you here, which makes sense why you're trying to achieve this balance here. And especially if it's to do with a connection here, or like a relationship pattern that is attracting this type of connection here. And yeah, there's like this undertow that's just wanting to pull you back into something heavier for you, like a lower frequency for you. And that's all based on fear and temptation, basically, right? That's just creating these inner doubts for you. It feels like you're kind of thinking about it. You're kind of thinking about it, right? So, which is why it's a good place for you to be in this Temperance energy here, because like this is the universe putting you in a position energetically where you're being stabilized, right? And you're being like called to rise above what's going to feel controlling and addictive to you, and lean more into that moderation and that self-mastery, you know, like being an adult, basically being in that adult energy. So yeah, you know, it's just that, right? It's like you're at a party, right? And you're trying to, I've been using so many workout analogies lately because I'm watching a show where he's like doing a, how do you pronounce that in English? A triathlon, right? And then there's so many preparations, what you can eat, what you can do. And that's the thing, right? Imagine you're gonna do that, you're gonna run, swim, do a triathlon, and then people are just offering you like Snickers bars all over the place. Like they're running off with like dessert trays with candy and stuff on them, and like, here, you want some? It's that sort of energy here. So if you're feeling very tempted, right, and yeah, at the same time, you're trying to create that balance point here. But the challenge for you this week is sort of resisting this thing that's gonna try and drag you off center here. Whether it is literally like food, literally something physical, or if it is to do with a connection here. I mean, it could be with the lovers especially. So yeah, that's the thing, right? And then you have your crowning with the Seven of Wands. So on your mind, like you're very defensive right now. Like, why are you defensive? Let me know in the comments what's going on with that. Like you're very ready to just protect what matters to you, right? And stand your ground here. So you're kind of that energy of just like having worked really hard to get somewhere, to get to this place. And now you just don't want anyone to just push you off that spot. So there's a fear energy to that too, where you're feeling almost threatened here. And it's like, it could be competition energy too. Like it could be colleagues, like someone at work, right? And you feel like you really need to defend your opinions here, right? And you really need to hold your boundaries with these people. Yeah, so that's that. I'm a little bit confused about that one today. So let me know, like I said in the comments, what's going on. Because it feels like people are pushing you here in this moment. And you're very much aware of that. So now you're in this place where you're kind of becoming, yeah, you're setting up walls. You're becoming very defensive there. And your foundation with the Ace of Cups. So like deep down, this is emotional renewal, right? This is that seed of love here that's just starting to, yeah, just sprout, right? And this is good to see there to like again balance this out, because like underneath this fighting sort of energy here, what's really driving you like at a soul level is this desire for connection here and for emotional honesty. So it feels like you're in a space where you're definitely guarding yourself a lot on the surface, but deep down at a soul level, you do want openness, right? You want to feel a fresh start in love, feel a fresh start that feels real, like, right? It feels very much like positive and yeah, in an emotional sense to you. All right, so it's a little bit of a split, all of this, right? Your mind is very focused on this protection, like being defensive. And your soul just like your soul is just being your soul, right? It just wants to pour out love, just receive that. So yeah, you're very armored up, but at the same time, like you're being very soft here. So again, with the balance, right? That's your theme for this week here. Yeah, and then we have the recent past with the lovers. So beautiful energy to have been in. The lovers, like could be a meaningful relationship here. Could also be a choice with this card, like that where your values were tested here. And the lovers usually shows up when you have been in a situation where you had to ask yourself if you're aligning with what really matters to you or if you're compromising too much here. And for some of you, this could have been a romantic sort of crossroads for you, where you had to decide whether to keep going deeper with this connection with someone or to step away and just choose yourself here because it wasn't working out. Yeah, so definitely that, you know, that was in the recent past. So that is interesting to have that. And then the near future, Two of Pentacles. So, I mean, again, like you're juggling a lot here. You're weighing lots of options here. And again, trying to just keep that balance. So it's all about that. It feels to me like you have a lot of responsibilities right now. Like you just feel like I feel very busy in your energy this week. Right? When you're trying to learn how to regulate that. And it's the juggling card, right? So he's juggling two balls. So I always give the example of like if you just keep handing them balls and balls and balls to keep juggling, like it's eventually they're gonna drop, right? And you're trying to just, it's okay, I can take on more. So I feel like this week is gonna feel very busy for you, but it's also gonna be a lesson in you learning flexibility here. And I realize that you can handle more than one thing, but not too many, right? You don't overextend yourself too much here. So it shows that, that was a choice here. There was a relationship that was weighing very heavily for you. And now with the Two of Pentacles here, it's like you're trying to figure out how to balance the ripple effects of that choice in your day-to-day life here. So it feels like, even though it's Pentacles, it feels almost like an emotional thing too. Like, I think the majority part of this energy here is emotional rather than like physical, like balls. I mean, this is such a fun word to say. But yeah, it feels almost like it's an emotional sort of juggling here that you're doing with all of this. Yeah, and then we have the Ten of Swords here in your suggested approach. So Ten of Swords is asking you to allow an ending here, which is likely this for some of you. So there's something here that has been draining you, right? It has been draining you. Let's be honest, it has. And now it has run its course. And holding on to that is going to just prolong the pain for you. So just sort of letting it close up is going to free up your energy for what's ahead of you. So it's time for a new chapter for you. So you just got to sort of lay that to rest, right? And just put down that story. You've been there. You've read it 100 times. Now it's just time to just close the book, right? And just move on from that, because it feels like it was draining you here. And there's just an additional ball here to juggle. That was draining you emotionally here. So that was the end of that. This is an ending card. And then we have your surrounding energy. So Six of Pentacles. So this is give and take dynamics here. Could be about fairness in relationships here. Just like, could be a general just energy exchange, like money. And you have to ask yourself if you're giving more than you're receiving here, right? And if you are receiving support, or if it's showing up for you when you need it, right? And you're willing to take that support when it shows up. So again, balance. It's all that. Balance here is key. And generosity is gonna be better, like it's gonna work better when it gets to flow both ways here. So it's like with everything. So it's all about balance this week for you guys. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles in your hopes and fears. So part of you wants this stability and this very steady progress here, and something that you can like sort of rely on here. But another part of you is worried that things are feeling a little bit slow and stagnant if you do that, right? So there's something going on here. You want to see quicker progress in this situation here. And you just have to remember that progress is progress, right? Even if it's not immediate, right? And extremely noticeable, like overnight, it's still progress. It's still happening. And I mean, we're going to get to the Eight of Wands there too. So you can chill. It's okay. It's okay to chill a little bit. And then you have the King of Cups there, potential future. So emotional maturity. Good to see that. This is you. This is you stepping into a calmer, more wise way to handle things, right? So it's that energy of just being able to feel very deeply without being thrown off this balance here. So if you feel like there has been drama like swirling around in your life here, the future is telling you that it's not going to be for long. Like it's it's gonna be steady. It's gonna be steady for you. And with the Knight of Pentacles here too, that's the same. Like, it's not the same. It's definitely different energies, but it's steadiness, both of these cards. So that's what you can expect. And then underneath everything, you have the Eight of Wands. So there is momentum building here. And there is rapid progress that are already like on the way here. So even if things feel heavy now, this energy here, it's about to pick up speed. It's like, it's gonna speed up. And it's gonna be carrying you forward something very quickly once the path clears here, which it needs to do first. But it's gonna happen. It's gonna accelerate here. So again, like this week, I cannot say this enough. It's all about balance. It's all about finding harmony with yourself, right? Breaking free from old patterns here. You're gonna be feeling defensive at times, but deep down, like, you want this emotional beginning here to happen with the Ace of Cups. And there are choices from the past, like, coming into your present here. And now you're just learning how to juggle all of that with flexibility. So your guidance for this week is to just release what's clearly over here and just pay attention to balance in your relationships in general, like energy exchanges, and just know that it's okay to take it slow, like steady. The steady progress is not going to hurt you. It's going to rather be what's going to be leading you forward towards more emotional depth, like in this emotional maturity here with the King of Cups. And with the Ace of Wands at the base, like, things are going to be moving really quickly when you align with this, because you have this momentum energy already on your side here. And that's all I have for you today, Sagittarius. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that this reading resonated, and if it did, make sure to leave it a like and let me know in the comments below which part or which card resonated the most with you. And don't forget to subscribe if you like my channel, if you keep watching my videos and want to just contribute a little bit to making my channel grow, since it's still kind of tiny. I would really appreciate that. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!